Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Amber and this is a channel about plus size fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. In today's series of fashion facts, we're going to be talking about fit solutions. And you might be asking, Amber, what's a fit solution? Well, I'll get back to that, but spoiler, just note that they probably show up in your clothing a lot more than you're aware of. So what is one of the biggest themes I read and hear about when looking at reviews for clothing? Do you want to guess? What do you think it is? It's that things don't fit. And a little backstory on why that might be, especially in the plus industry, is that when a body gains more weight, it can distribute to so many different places on the body. So for example, if I had 4 women who at their hip measurement was the same at a size 18, for the example of this, let's say their hip measurement is 45 inches. So all 4 of these women have a 45-inch hip. So they're considered a size 18. But so many other factors could vary within that. You know, one person could be 30 pounds heavier, 50 pounds heavier, because they have more fullness in maybe their legs, in their arms. Maybe their bust is bigger or smaller. So there's a lot of different variables within that size 18 that could make it more challenging for your clothes to fit well. As you heard in my previous video, we talked about how to measure yourself and how to reference size scales for each brand. Obviously, that's a great place to start, but then when you get the garments in, they still might not fit, which is so frustrating. So that's where fit solutions come in. And so, as I promised, fit solutions are things that are either inherent to the garment or built in by the designers to make the item fit more body shapes and sizes. Some companies are working to offer fit solutions within their assortment already. For example, Eloquii offers different body shapes. So one that fits more of a traditional apple shape, one that fits more of like a pear or an hourglass. That means that you can, and they're specifically for the bottoms, which is where most people probably find their issues, is that waist to hip ratio. But in their bottoms and their workwear and their denim, you can find those fits that are built for people who have body types more like yours. Other companies like Good American have introduced this denim called Always Fit. And their goal wasn't necessarily to fit more body shapes, but more how to fit your body as it grows with weight gain, weight loss, differences in life, like whether you have children or, before and after children. So I'm actually hoping to get a pair of those. They're a hot commodity, but try those on for you guys and let you know how I feel about that as well. But in addition, it's supposed to fit between like a 16 to 20. Like one pair of denim is supposed to fit a 16 to 20. So definitely we'll show you guys that in a future video. A good place to start when looking for fit solutions is the question of, does the fabric stretch? Is it a knit? Is it a woven? And I'll talk more in future videos about the difference between knits and wovens. But for the sake of this, let's just stick with, does the fabric stretch? So here I have a fabric that doesn't. There is no stretch. So if you know that you want to buy this garment and you're concerned about certain parts fitting certain areas, there's some tips that I'll talk about later that can help with that. But if there are no other fit solutions, something you might want to consider is sizing up or making sure that it's more of a generous fit in order to accommodate, the body width, the arm width, and make sure that you're comfortable. But especially with people working from home and in this comfortable state of mind, a lot of garments are incorporating stretch, whether that's mechanical stretch or spandex. If I were to call one theme out for this video, it would probably be stretch, spandex, elastic are our friends. And I know this makes some of you guys worried that maybe some of these silhouettes will feel old ladylike. But let me tell you, like I said, people are working from home. People are looking for comfort. These are trending now, so not only are you going to see some of these elastic details in plus size, but you're going to see them on the runway. You're going to see them, your friends, straight size friends wearing them. So I wouldn't hold on to those old feelings And I would just embrace and figure out how people are wearing them to feel new again. One thing that most women hate shopping for is denim. And a lot of it has to do with the fit. Do the legs fit? Does the hip fit? Does the waist fit? With the different body types that I spoke about, this can be a real challenge. So a few things that I always think about when buying denim is make sure that there's some stretch in it. We are coming off of skinny jeans being the most popular denim to now transitioning into more of a slim straight silhouette. And with that, you're finding more rigid denim. So what was really like super stretchy before now can either have no stretch or just a little stretch. So I would suggest still going for something that has a moderate amount of stretch in it. And if you have a curvier body type where your waist is smaller than your hips, this could be challenging too, because you're gonna end up with, like I'm showing you, a little gap in the back of the waistband. I'm gonna show you side by side 2 pairs of denim from the same store. As you can see, the pair on the left has extra space in the back waist. There's gaping there. The one on the right does not have this problem. It fits really well to the waist. So why is that? Well, let me introduce you to fit solution number 1. One way to prevent that is by doing an elastic on the inside of the waistband. It doesn't always have to be visible. Sometimes it's sandwiched in between the 2 denim parts of the waistband, or you could even do a fusing, which supports the waistband that has stretch in it. And all of these can help you get a better fit, as well as still accommodating somebody with a fuller waist. Another way to get a really good fit is by adding elastic. You can add it all around or you can add it in the back, but this will help, once again, taper it more to your body shape. And third, and if you're like me, probably the most important one right now, is a drawstring on your favorite sweats or even fashion details in pull-on pants right now. This you could find in actually pants that are traditionally more like casual woven pants, like, you know, like a trail pant or a hiking pant, but you're seeing these type of details show up to kind of incorporate comfort into a traditionally structured garment. While we're on the topic of bottoms, something else that's a really great ad is when retailers create pockets that connect to the fly. This kind of creates this kind of hold you in element to the denim. Traditional pocket bags are usually just cut here, like a square. So with it connecting here, that definitely gives that kind of hold in effect. And then also, if you have a little bit of stretch to your pocketing too, that'll help stretch with the stretch of the denim. And lastly, for pants, if you're like me, when summer comes and all you want is the perfect pair of white jeans, you run into a lot of issues of the pocket bags showing through. Some retailers do that, the shaping where the pocket goes into the fly, but I find with how my body is structured that you can see that line and then it kind of cuts right across the tummy, which is no bueno. So what a really smart thing that retailers are doing is they'll do nude color pocket bags. When you think about it, if you wear something white and you wear white undergarments, you're gonna be able to see through that. What you're gonna wanna do is really match as closely as you can your skin tone. You're gonna wanna wear a nude bra under a white t-shirt so then you don't see the bra through. So it all just looks like your skin tone. So I think this is really great. Obviously this is not the same skin tone as everybody, but it's a lot better than having that harsh white show through. So let's move up the body to the land of buttons. If you're a bustier woman, you might find a lot of times that there's pulling when you have buttons on a blouse. If you run into this issue, my suggestion would be finding a blouse that has the fit solution of hidden buttons. So if you can see right here, this is the inside placket, and this is where you would normally button it up, but they've added extra little buttonholes here so that when you button it, it's got more security for you so that there's less risk of pulling and gaping. Okay, so it's all done up now, and as you can see, it looks just like a normal shirt. So you can't see the extra buttons on the outside, but you've got that extra security underneath to make sure that all your goods are gonna stay in. And here's a side-by-side of me wearing a shirt without the hidden button placket and then one with. And you can see the one with is definitely a better fit. Remember when I told you that the theme of this video was elastic and span and all of those beautiful stretchy things? Well, let's circle back. So a lot of the trends right now are these high necks, which are really beautiful, but sometimes they're kind of hard to get over your head. So I love when they actually have elastic in the neckline. Not only does it make it easier to go over your head, but it makes it far more comfortable. Another nice add is if there is a button keyhole in the back, if they put elastic for the little loop back there, that'll help with stretch as well. And then also having elastic in the waist, which is probably hard to see on this one, but elastic in the waist is a great way to guarantee that you're going to fit more waist sizes and widths. Elastic can also show up in a very trendy way right now. So we're seeing a lot of smocking details. Smocking is multiple rows of elastic stitched to form a stretchy fabric and appearance. I love smocking because it really gives you kind of a tailored fit that really conforms to any shape. Smocking can show up in a waistband, and this one has decorative stitching on it, which is really pretty. Smocking can show up just at the back of the waistband. So this one, for instance, is more of a tailored garment. But the back has the smocking on the waistband, so you can get that tailored front view, but the stretch and ease of the smocking in the back. Here's another example of a tailored front and then a whole smocked panel in the back. And this one actually has elastic on the shoulder, actually just like what I'm wearing, elastic in the shoulder too, which will help keep it in place, but then also adjust for somebody who may need more room. And then you could have the whole body be smocked, which is really a way that's gonna like fit and form to your unique shape. So here's an example of one that is fully smocked. And like I said, this is really trending right now. So you're seeing a lot of fashion smocking as well, which is really fun and really pretty. So I'm gonna segue into sleeves. So if you're like me and you've got a generous arm, a couple things I like to look out for are at the sleeve hem, I love elastic. This helps me get a good fit without being too tight. I'm also living for this trend of like full voluminous sleeves because I know that my ladies, my guns can fit in there and have some room to breathe. And lastly, in our journey of fit solutions, I want to talk about strap adjustments. So like I said, this is a nice aspect of strap or shoulder adjustment, but what about straps? So for example, these little rings and sliders are amazing to be able to get a good fit on your strap, but they are kind of limited to the width of the strap. So if you have a wider strap, I love this new trend of adding an inside button and 2 loops so you could make your strap longer or shorter as needed. Well guys, those were your fashion facts for today. I hope you found them useful and helpful, and I'm curious to know, do you look for any of these as you currently shop, or are there any that you're excited to find in your next purchase? As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and I would love if you could subscribe, comment, like, and share with your friends. See you next time.